Welcome back to Gen ZU. Today we'll be exploring a very fascinating topic, the beloved Bohemian Grove. Now, why should we care about this exclusive retreat in Northern California? Look, all I can say is buckle up because we're about to uncover how social cohesion at the Bohemian Grove can influence policy decisions right here in the US. First of all, let's understand what Bohemian Grove is. Founded in the early spring of 1872 by a small group of San Francisco journalists, writers and actors, and lawyers. The Bohemian Club was intended to be a space where they could enjoy the arts and put together amateur artistic performances. But now I have a pitch. So instead of the Bohemian Grove, what if we call it the Freaky Grove? And instead of making artistic performances, we make freaky performances.
Freaky?
Yeah, freaky.
I'm serious.
Freaky!
No, I'm not. Let's move on. So, you might be wondering, why focus on a social club if we're talking about power and policy? That is a great question. And the answer lies in how social cohesion among elites can lead to policy cohesion. Now, this is kind of complex, so let me break this down. In the 20th century, pluralists criticized the idea of a class-dominated society, arguing that the upper class was too fragmented to wield unified power. However, studies like those on Bohemian Grove challenge this view by showing that these elites aren't just a list of names. They form a real social class with strong ties. Now, all the way back in the 1970s, a pivotal study began when a wealthy liberal lawyer revealed membership lists for the Bohemian Club and the Pacific Union Club. These lists allowed researchers to trace the social backgrounds and corporate connections of the members. Now you may ask, the findings? Research in social psychology tells us that people who meet in a more relaxed and exclusive setting develop stronger bonds and are more likely to reach compromises on policy issues. Think of Bohemian Grove as a summer camp for the rich and powerful. This is where bonds are strengthened over shared experiences like the infamous cremation of care. Which I will have to shout out Alex Jones for sneaking in and getting some damn good videos. If you love him or hate him, that was still pretty sick. Now, you might have heard some wild conspiracy theories about the Bohemian Grove, including they're all lizards.
World of dinosaurs, monkey people, lizard people.
So let's set the record straight with some good old liberal propaganda.
This is CNN.
The ceremonies and gatherings are mostly elaborate rituals and social bonding activities, not secret policy-making sessions. Which, to be frank, that is what they want you to believe, right? But the relaxed atmosphere does help these powerful individuals to trust each other and discuss potential policy directions informally. But in all honesty, I think saying that they're all lizard people sounds a lot cooler, so they're all lizard people. Now, the methodology behind this research was robust. It involved membership network analysts, archival searches, interviews, and even participant observations. For instance, the study revealed that many Bohemians were corporate chieftains, members of policy planning groups, trustees of think tanks, and members of social clubs across the country. Now, this web of connections highlighted the club's centrality in the social structure of the elite. Yeah, there's definitely not any reptilian-themed bug-eating contest going on there. There it is. But one fascinating aspect was the discovery of how intertwined these elites really are. The Bohemian Club was ranked 11th in a centrality among 30 influential organizations, showing its importance in the network of social and policy influence. A major highlight of the Grove's activities is the Lakeside Talks. Since 1932, these talks have featured politicians, business leaders, and even future presidents. These talks provide a platform for influential figures to share ideas and build consensus. Now let's take a look at Nixon, for example. He refers to the Lakeside Talks in the context of his second run at the presidency in 1967, after, of course, failing to win in 1960. After that failure, in 1960, he had to prove himself all over again, and a Lakeside Talk was the key setting for the start of his comeback. But rehabilitation through a Lakeside Talk was not all Nixon accomplished at the Bohemian Grove that summer. He also had a candid discussion with Ronald Reagan.
May we talk somewhere privately?
Saying, As we sat outdoors on a bench under one of the giant redwoods, Nixon told Reagan of his plans to enter the primaries. He assured Reagan he would not campaign against any fellow Republicans. Reagan allegedly professed surprise that there was speculation about his possible candidacy and claimed he did not want to be a favorite son. According to Nixon, Reagan said that he would not be a candidate in the primaries. In other words, they came to a deal at the Grove, with Reagan saying he would only enter the primaries if Nixon faltered. Which kind of sounds like some good old gerrymandering to me, but I'll leave that up to you. But enough of this history, I'm tired of it. I want to see these rituals. And this last week, the boys of Bohemia gathered and some civilian journalists got hours worth of clips. I'll play one of these clips now, but I heard some news that they would be making a bit of a documentary about their findings, so stay posted for that, and I'll leave all links to their channels in the descriptions below. But let's get into it. Alright, so this is the clip. You're not allowed to judge me that I'm on Alex Jones' Twitter. This is just how it's gonna be. But let's see this clip. Let's see some of the crazy stuff. Just imagine old dudes in a forest in the middle of nowhere. This is what they do. Just imagine that. Picture that in your head. Okay, I can't even lie. Those cloaks, they're kind of sick. I'll give them that. Fashion points, they get. Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but the frogs are going crazy in that clip. And also, I'm pretty sure that that was the cremation of care, that ceremony, where they have a big owl, like a statue of a huge owl, and then in front of it they burn like an effigy, but it's just straw. I don't know how true that is. This is pretty secretive, but that's what I think they're doing there. But regardless, this is a pretty influential ceremony where a lot of the elites go, and when you have such a high density of powerful men in one area all hanging out with each other, that is always going to be a cause for concern.
It is that way. The Bohemian Grove that I attend, from time to time, the Easterners and the others have come there, but it is the most goddamn thing you will ever imagine.
Thank you guys for tuning in. That is going to be it for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Leave some topics you want me to cover in future episodes, and make sure to follow me on Instagram. The link will be below, but I need you guys to send me your best meme or Instagram reel. I'm not picky. I just need a laugh sometimes. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay tuned. Peace.